കേൾക്കണം Osman Gare Nangatron.
So hi there. Today, I took some entries. I don't want to really talk about what the hell I'm doing in front of the live chat. Um, the thing is, I'm not using good words today. I'm using uh, really not good words. Not supposed to talk in front of the cameras, in front of live sessions. I was getting too emotional, getting angry, and a lot of things happened today in the morning live session. So the thing is, I was super great, and I'm up almost 3 to 4%, and I'm just break when the trade, not even break when the trade, just reduce my risk, and it stopped me out after the news scandal, and I was completely get mad, and I flipped my direction, revenge trade, a lot of very stupid things happened today. So I was not super happy. I was completely lost my mind in the morning. So yeah, I just go over the trade. So a lot of impulsive decisions. I had positions like maniac. I'm not planned any position. I just my initial position is planned and following positions are just due to greed and do it today mindset. Do it right now. So execute almost. I don't know how many lots I put. I randomly put a lot of lots and I just keep a stop at the place. Even though it did take my TP1, my initial take profit, the low hanging fruit. I'm not close any of my positions. I was very greedy. I hold it and it stopped me out in a very bad way. And I re-entered the trade once it flipped the once I get the inversion after sweeping the news candle. Once I get the price in the very discounted level, I re-entered and I closed my position without no reasons, just due to greed, due to fear. Not that fear, just today a session is completely fear and greed. Nothing else to talk. So yeah, so going straight to the daily. So here in daily, the same thing. Break, fair gap, respected, big bullish to the upside on Monday. So Tuesday, it's printed equal high and come all the way down towards this range. So I was like, okay, fine. So I can expect higher prices since the order flow is completely bullish. It's a prices and keep on going higher. It's willing to go higher, and it's also printed the engineered liquidity so equal high. So I was like willing to buy today. So what happened here is it's keep on engineering the liquidity here. Come all the way down. There is no liquidity. There is no fair value gap formed. Please come all the way down towards the H4 bullish fair value gap. So at the time when I was sitting in front of the market, it was kind of breaking down towards the low. I was a bit confused. If this failure break, I might expect the price to reach this low. So I was a bit confused, even though it's dump clear in high time frame and it's a clear liquidity and there is no fair value gaps. I don't need to afraid about, but still I afraid. But after the closing of this 4 hour candle, it's respected this fair value gap, just digging down and closed above the inside the fair value gap range. So in H1, what happened here is I did have the beautiful fair value gap here, even though this fair value gap not even close below. Yeah, this big fair value gap pretty much holding the price. There is no candle close below this range. Yeah, there is no candle close below this fair value gap. It's still respected, but the price filled this fair value gap which remained unfilled earlier. So it's a clear break, big displacement to the upside. This is the current swing that I have right now. This is a big family gap. Yesterday it's beautifully acted, holding the price and pushing higher. It's failed to take any of the high. So I expected still higher prices. Price come all the way down. Engineering the family gaps. In H1, in H4 there is nothing in it. So on surprise, I was like at the point of time it's kind of breaking this favor up and entering this range. entering this extremely discounted fair value gap, the lost fair value gap inside this whole swing. So I was like, okay, fine. So I can look for some sort of buy model. But in 15 minutes after this thing, there is nothing for me to look up for. After this, once it get broke, I don't have anything to look up for. The obvious draw on liquidity going to be this. It was a bit confusing. I don't need to get confused in each and every time frame. It's really clear in H4 and H1 in Delhi. In 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 H4, I was like a bit confused. Like it's flipped. It's going to come to this point, or it's going to hold, going to go higher. All I did is just marked out the H1, and I just marked out this breaker. This is the last up close candle. So I like to see this price holding the price and pushing higher. So what happened here is once it's entered the breaker inside the H1 fair value gap, it's printed a low, and this is the last fair value gap created. Pretty much holding the price, come all the way down, close out the first leg, use the structure shift, flip up the fair value gap, created this bullish imbalance. After approaching the H1 time frame, it's kind of start to reverse its direction, break, big displacement, leave this bullish fair value gap remain unfilled, and and the news candle come all the way down, not only fill this fair value gap, come all the way down towards this range. This is where I got stopped out, and in M15. It's dumb clear. It's a clear swept, clear structure shift, clear inversion, big displacement. The fair value remain unfilled, come all the way down during this candle, tapped, get induced all the way towards this point, sweep the internal, start to go higher and takes out my initial target. This was my initial target today. This is nothing but the London highs and also aligned with the fair value gap. This is going to be the first target, and this is going to be the second target for the day. So that's what I planned. Mm, in M5, it's clear. It's really clear. So in M5, what happened here is after approaching the H1 fair value gap, price lost formed fair value gap, seller's fair value gap. It's reprices to this range, come all the way down. This is going to be the first leg according to my version of trading. This is going to be the first leg. This is the uh, move just because to fill up this fair value gap. Once this low, this is just a manipulation. Invite the immature buyers and takes them out, and it's go all the way up, getting tapped. The fair value gap completely get filled here, come all the way down, and leave this fair value gap here. This is the one, and this is one more fair value gap, and it's come all the way down, sweep, close out the first leg, go all the way up. Here it's flipped the fair value gap. It's not flipped yet. It's get flipped. This is going to be the first confirmation. So inside this first leg getting swept. So here I got an inversion. So this is going to be my first entry. So I can keep my stop at this low, expecting the higher prices. And and the next candle, the very second candle give the confirmation for me, like it's flipped this and this fair value gaps, big displacement to the upside, the lost manipulation candle before the structure shift point. So it's clear structure shift, clear fair value gap, getting tapped, go all the way up. Once the internal getting swept, what happened? It's come all the way down. It's kind of breaking below. It's not actually. It's a news candle. It's come all the way down. Sweep the news candle. Sweep this parallel gap which got inversed earlier. Still acted as inverse. Still holding the price. There is no fair value up here, but I do have a inversion. So that inversion still holding the price. Keep on pushing higher towards my draw on liquidity. In M3, it's still the same. It's still the same. Sorry. In M3, it's still the same. What happened here? Recently formed a fair value gap before it tapped the H1. It's replaced to this fair value gap. It's completely get filled. Come on, clears out the comes back and clears out the initial immature bias, and it's leave this bullish, sorry, bearish imbalance, and this is already getting filled. So this is where I get my confirmation. So this is going to be the structure shift. So price kind of it's in retail perspective they call it as shoulder, head and shoulder. This is a neckline break, big displacement. It's kind of same, but it's not actually. Earlier I used to trade like that, but now not. Now I'm trading following the liquidity concept, especially ICT. So yeah, so here I got the inversion. Give me a second. Yeah, it's kind of confusing. That's why I'm not adding this. So this is where I got the first confluence. Close out the first leg. Here it's not only give the structure shift, but also flip the Favali gap, which acted as this is the last recently formed Favali gap, which acted as which is pretty much holding the price earlier. Break, disrespect, come all the way down. So this Favali gap once it get broke above, come continuously acting as inverse, continuously acting as there is no price close below this range. It's continuously acting as inverse, pushing the price higher. And the reason why this trade is I also initiate one trade here, but it's still working really well. The reason for that is I got a lot of family gaps in M1, but there is nothing in it. It's kind of low. It's kind of low structure shift, flip, big displacement, internal, swept, news candle swept, sweep, one more time sweep the news candle. There is no imbalance created inside this range. This low continuously getting protected. This low continuously getting protected. This favorable continuously inversion favorable continuously holding the price until my final draw on liquidity get approached. So so this is the thing. Beautiful price action. So the reason why I'm not able to change anything inside my entry market maker buy or market maker sell model, this is most of the time going to happen. So it's like it's given the structure shift, but the breaker never get tapped. So it's most probably come and tap the breaker and keep on going higher, or it's get reverse its direction. We don't know what's going to happen next. For this entry, this is going to be the low hanging fruit. This is going to be the first to take profit. I should take something off from the table, regardless of how long it's going to go, how much it's going to go up or going to go low. I don't care. I should take something off from the table once it reaches this point. This is where I get greed. I'm not holding it. I'm not closing any positions. I was like, it's going to hit this target for sure. I was like very confident, and that's come all the way down. So once the price started displays, this is the last swing which gives the structure. So I keep my stop here. My initial stop was here, but once the price start to move its direction, I move my stop to here. I like to see this fair value gap or this fair value gap to hold the price. I don't like to see any place comes below this range, and it's completely stopped me out, bro. It's kind of sucks me a lot, to be honest. It stopped me out at the exact one. This is my stop. It stopped me out. Start reverse its direction. What the heck? I was complete mad at the time. I re-entered here in 1 minute. This is a pure revenge entry. This is a pure revenge entry, 100% revenge entry. I don't see at the time it seems good. So I entered. If the market is bearish today, if it's not a bullish day, it's going to be give a bad give a bad results for today. So in M1, what happened to my lap? Excuse me. So it's kind of loading. What the hell is going on, bro? It's loading. Give me a second, I'll explain it. Okay, fine. So there's 1 minute. So yeah, in 1 minute I can explain it and it's in a very clear way. Fine. I don't know why it's kind of loading a lot. This is a 1 minute time frame. This is what happened exactly in 1 minute in morning session. So once the price approaches the fair value gap, H1 bullish fair value gap, this is where I get um get interested and start executing my entries. So I was like, so this is so from the third person perspective, it's this is the recently formed fair value gap. So I like to see, yeah, flip up. What's my market by model? I like to see, yeah, flip of this recently formed bearish candle with big displacement, and it should form a bullish fair value gap, and that bullish fair value gap holding the price, and it start to displace, creating a fair value gaps, and start to going up and up. So that's how I need to um that's what I need to see. So this is need to flip completely with big displacement candle. That's when it's going to change its state, change its character, right? But what happened is I was super greed. Not greed, I was super impatient. Yesterday I saw something like this, so I'm executed it today, and it stopped me out a couple of times. So regardless of this, I'm not considering this. If I consider this, I'm not gonna enter any trade inside this range. So I'm not considered this. I was like, so this is the recent low sweep. I just completely zoomed into 1 minute, and I was like creating everything as per my wish, and I try to utilize it when it shouldn't be like that. So I consider it as a sweep. I consider it as a structure shift, and I consider it as a continuation. I consider it as a displacement candle with fair value up. I execute my first position here, keep my stop at this low. Like to see the continuation, like to see the same thing, like the structure shift, displacement. It's kind of continuation. But what happened here is price come all the way down, close below this range. This is where I feel beat trade, I guess. It's not actually beat trade. I beat it myself. It's completely a first leg manipulation. Once the first leg gets clears out, every candle, it's every swing low, swing high, swing lows, working really well. The low, the high, the low, the high. It's continuously getting protected. This one protected, this one protected, this one. Everything protected until it's clear out the first ATP one. So I exit my first position here. Once the price closed below this value, I closed it. I closed it. I only exit one position in my live account. I closed it. And price, what happened here? And price go all the way up, clears of this high. This failure pretty much holding the price. Come all the way down, give structure shift, close close below these ranges. So I considered it as a selling continuation instantly in the impulse entry creep in this time. So once the price closed below this, once the high getting sweep, once it's holding the price, I was like, so okay, fine, it's going to go lower. I don't know where it's going to be. I was like bearish. So I am it was selling right here. The very next candle, the very next candle, flip this fair gap. What happened here is the very next candle flipped this fair gap. So once this fair getting flipped, I closed. My stop loss was here. I again closed my position. Later I got to know one thing. This is just the first leg. Plays out, go all the way up, print a low, print a high. Now it's again print a fair gap. Fail to take this low, break above, inversion. Also the creation of bullish fair gap with a good displacement. Got it? So first leg getting swept, and it start to give higher lows. Low, high, fail to make a low. Structure shift with two things, inversion. I get an inversion here with big displacement candle, and also this candle which is see which what I say here, what I'm trying to say here. So if it is a sell model, this range supposed to hold and push the price towards this low, right? But it's just flipped here. Flipped. So this bullish fair value gap and this bearish fair value gap. continuously holding the price. It's acted as inverse. This bullish value gap never getting disrespected. This what happened here is it's just kind of engineering the liquidity. One, two, three, engineering the liquidity. Come and sweep the low. This is where I execute my first position. This is where I execute my second position, and it's go all the way up. I close some partials here. Once it approached, I close some partials, take some partials. But I let the majority of runners positions run towards my final TP London high. So it's a great TP, right? So that's the reason why I'm not closing anything. I close. I did take my partials, but it's very least partials. So it's come all the way down, come all the way down. So once I get this much move, I change my stop from this point to this point, this point to this point. Got it? Like I said, it is a sweep turtle soak. So this is gonna be the so this is my first initial stop, and I move to this point once I get the big displacement from section shift. I don't think it's this is my I'm not sure this or this. My first stop here, and I change my stop once I give the internal sweep. I don't like to see any price close below this range, so I keep my stop not here. And once the price start to move this much, I move my stop to this point. Here I get stopped at once a news candle, and it's just and it's here I'm not get stopped out. I was like, okay, I'm safe. It's a M55 valley gap. It's a breaker. It's getting rejected. I like to see the expansion, but it's not come all the way down. Sweep the news candle. Sweep this internal plus this internal and this inversion five valley gap. This five valley gap continuously holding the price. Once the price reach this range, this inversion plus this five valley gap, it instantly flipped the recently found five valley gap. Once the recently found five valley gap flipped, I execute my last position. This is the final position for the day. I executed it and closed my position at this point. I closed my position somewhere around this point. It's worked really well and it's did take my final take, but it not instantly. It took almost 10 hours to reach this target, and but it did approach my 2 to 2.5. Just tap that 2 to 2.5. After that, it's almost consolidated for 7 to 8 hours. Cumulatively, it's 10 hours. I execute my position at around 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock. It's almost 12 hours. It did take my take profit at night 9:34. Okay, this is what it is. I did a lot of stupid things today. Lot of stupid things. I need to have some rules in place uh, to to take some decision in front of the chart. I'm not able to take any correct decisions. A lot of decisions are impulsive, greed, fear. So I need to have some proper take profit partial taking system and to change my stop to break even. And I have to have some proper rule based game, rule based strategy. I have the edge. I found the edge probably. I found the edge. All I need to do just come up with the solid rules. I need to follow it discipline. I need to follow the things in a disciplined way. That's it. Nothing more. Whatever my rule book is, I have to follow, and that's my goal. That's my everything. So beautiful day, beautiful thing. So this is also really great breaker and this inversion, lot of inversion here. Once the price reach this point after sweeping the news candle low, this is where I get the inversion again with good potential. So I enter my position here, put the stop at the low, expect the continuation. Yeah, that's it. That's it for the day. But my initial stop, according to my market maker model, this is the last manipulation before the structure shift. So my stop loss supposed to be here. Once it's sweep the internal, once it's sweep the internal, I can change my stop to this point. So, but the optimal stop is going to be should be this point until my final takeover hits. If I enter my position here, put the stop at the low, I like to see position to take my target. But I didn't. But I didn't. I read my rule. I'm not priced. I'm not feel proud about doing those kind of things. I was like completely stupid here. Yeah, I'm immaturely and agree this position with zero patience. I'm not even wait for this the market maker buy model printed here and and I again flipped my direction like idiot. I can say that and it's again closed it. But the greatest part and the good thing today is I execute a couple of entries. My plan is to execute at least 2 to 3 entries today. I executed it, but still I am not execute in a proper way. I should wait patiently and then I need to execute. But today I just execute due to my impulsiveness. These 2 entries, this is the entry. It seems good, but it's not actually. It's a mistake. And it's a pure impulsive entry, and this is a news scandal, and it is not type personal positions. Yeah. And lot say allocation is also bad, and my trade management is also really bad today. I need to improve all those things. I have my and journaled everything. And we do, and my boys start shouting. It feels like not feeling good. So I just wait my